Hello everyone, hello everyone. Yes, we are back out here with the pretty penny. Yes, I got a nice little shady spot right there. It's nice right by the main road. Got me a good little parking spot right there. So I decided to come out in nature. Today's a beautiful day. Slight breeze blowing. Yes, my selfie stick's been acting up lately. I don't know, I couldn't get it adjusted right for some reason. It's a little, so if it looks like it's a little higher, which I kind of know, that seems like it might be a little good. That seems like I can get better footage with it a little high like this. But anyway, I'm back with another video. I'm out here in nature at one of the local nature parks out here. One thing I like about the South, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, is there's a lot of nature spots. There are some that are set aside that, that they make nature trails from. And then there's some that's just, kind of out of the way, That's what I like about getting out in nature, getting the quiet serenity of nature. So I hope all is well with everyone out there. All is well here. I had a nice little cookout yesterday with my family. And I want to say that I am so proud of my youngest daughter. She graduated high school yesterday. We went to the graduation. It was a beautiful day out there. It was windy and people's hats and stuff was blowing everywhere. But other than that, it was a beautiful day. A beautiful experience. And I'm proud of not only her, but all of the other people, the younger people, the young people that are pushing it, trying to make their way in the world, that are, times they felt like giving up and quitting, but they hung in there and they stuck with it. And then those who have a support group around them, a support structure of family and friends around them to help them and keep them lifted up and to encourage them. Yes, and give them good advice. That's what it's all about. And that leads me into the subject of my video. It's kind of my subject of my video. Is having a good, I'm surprised not more people are out here cooking out. Today's a holiday. Look at this. All of these picnic areas, all of these barbecue grills, they're empty. Look at that. Everything, I guess everybody's just cooking out at their house. Look at that. I know back in the old days, look at that. You will see people all out at the park. You smell barbecue smoke and stuff. But for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but people don't seem like they do that as much anymore. But anyway, I wanted the subject of well, somebody's been out here cooking out. I see paper and stuff like that on the ground. I see food boxes. But anyway, that's not my subject. The subject that I want to talk to everyone about today is the magic or the greatness of just having a good time. Yes, you will be surprised at how well your life will go if you focus and you set your intentions on just having a good time, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're with. That is what makes life so great and special, is having a good time. I just saw somebody looking at me in the distance. That is weird. When you look up, see somebody in the distance looking at you, they're probably wondering what I'm doing. But having a good time, just like out here at the park. Here's the other thing. You don't need to have a lot of people. You don't need to be around a lot of people to have a good time. You can actually have a good time by yourself. Some of the best times I've ever had in my life was times that I've had by myself. You can have a small group of people, but make sure the people that you are having a good time with are people that you resonate with, people that are in alignment with your soul and your spirit. Yes, I'm gonna walk down here near some people, so I'm gonna be talking. That's a pretty dog right there. Wow, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm walking down this little trail right here. But having a good time, setting your intentions to have a good time, either with yourself, with a group of people, whether you're in a great, beautiful place, or you're not in a not so great place. Why am I saying this? Because People are looking for life hacks. People are looking for ways to better their experience in this life. But you got some people, and I've seen people like this, they have this mindset. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what nobody's doing. I don't care what's going on in the world. I'm gonna have a good time. And when I say have a good time, I ain't talking about going out and getting drunk and being loud and boisterous and being obnoxious. That's not having a good time. You can have a good quiet time. Just spending quality time. You see these people out here? They're spending quality time with their family. That's a good time. And the reason why I'm saying this is because people don't understand. I'm trying to adjust this camera. How good life can be if they just set their intentions and they set their goal that no matter what they're doing, no matter where they're at, they're gonna try to have a good time. And like I said, a good time does not mean getting drunk and acting boisterous and or having a good time at other people's expense. Sometimes it means having a good time with yourself. It might mean having a good time with your husband or your wife. You might be having a good time with your children. You might be having a good time with your friends and your family. So there's a lot of people out here today. I'm gonna walk over here by this little rock area. They got a little rock area over here. And people like to put their feet in the water and walk around in the water. It's a nice place for kids to play. It's like almost like a little water park type place over here. It's really nice. So I'm gonna walk over here, and what you're gonna encounter when I get over here is people having a good time. Do not underestimate having a good time, because that enriches your life. You got people that are having a good time. They ain't worrying about trying to take over other people and rule other people and all this other stuff. People out here cooking out too. I should have known that. Oh, there was somebody cooking on the grill. How you doing? All right. Oh, okay. But yeah, they got some apartment buildings right up there. So I went down, and a lot of these people lived in those apartment buildings. But you got people having a good time out here, focusing on having a good time. And you would be surprised on how enriched your life will become if you just adopt this mindset. The mindset of having a good time, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing. You got some people, they're just the opposite. They don't have a good time no matter where they're at. They could be in the most beautiful, great place in the world. They could be at Disney World, Disneyland. They could be in a beautiful place. And no matter what, they just not having a good time. You ever been around people, you ever seen people like that? I'm sitting down on one of the benches, right? But look at these people. Can y'all see them in the distance? Look at that. These people are having a good time. I mean, you got those people that no matter what, they won't have a good time. No matter what situation, no matter how good the situation is, they find some kind of way to not have a good time. But then you have these other type of people. No matter what their situation, no matter how bad it is, no matter what neighborhood they're living in, no matter, whether they're living in, in a bad spot or a poor spot or an isolated spot or whatever, they have creative ways of finding ways to have a good time. And so I guess I look kind of creepy right here with this camera. People looking at me like, where's he got that camera for? But anyway, people look for good ways to have a good time. Beautiful ways to have a good time, because a good time will enrich your life no matter where you are at. You can be in a depressing place, but if you find a way to have a good time in that depressing place, it won't even seem like a depressing place. Having a good time. This is what I want to talk about today, because my channel is all about enriching and uplifting people's lives and making them live better lives. Because if you allow it, life, and you focus on the negative in this life, it'll really mess you up. Mentally, physically, spiritually, it can really mess you up. But those people, if you notice, those people that focus on having a good time, no matter where they're at or what they're doing, seem to have really good, enriched lives. Oh, I said I was gonna walk over here. I'm trying to find a good way to get over there, because I want y'all to see all the people over there having a good time. I might try another route to get over there. It's very rocky out here. And so I have to watch how I'm stepping. I like this part because it's a good combination of sun and shade. You got a lot of, you got people having a good time, enjoying themselves. See, sometimes my information, how you doing? Sometimes it don't always have to be deep, thought-provoking type stuff. Sometimes it gets good to get back to basics and focus on the basic things of life. Like, people have gotten away because of problems in their life, because of work, because of difficulties and struggles, or whatever you want to call them. They stop having a good time. But I want to remind you and encourage you to get back to focusing on having a good time. Oh, how y'all doing? So, what you see is a mixture of people. I see some white people out here. I see black people out here. I see the Hispanic people out here. I see all kinds out here, young, old, yes. And they come out here to enjoy themselves and have a good time. See, look at that. People sliding down the rocks over there. It's very nice out here today. And I'm no doubt just about every park in the world, you got people at it cooking out and enjoying themselves. And so I decided to come out here in nature to encourage you to get out and enjoy yourself if you can. If you're not at work, when you're not at work, look for ways to enrich your life by looking for ways to have a good time. Look at all this. Look at this. I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna give y'all some scenery up here. Because look at that. There's a little water hole down there. See that little water hole? It's a little beautiful place to swim. Got a little waterfall down there. It's basically like a swimming pool down there. So I'm gonna walk up here. I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. I'm just gonna watch these people out here. Sometimes a good time to me is just watching other people have a good time. I enjoy watching other people having a good time. I find that kind of nice to do. You know, I just be what they call a passive observer and just watch other people. Oh, how y'all doing? I'm gonna walk up. I gotta get back in the shade because it's kind of warm right here. How you doing? Y'all go ahead. Look at that. I'm gonna try to go on the other side over there. But that's what it means to have a good time. Out here swimming. Like I said, you got black, white, Hispanic out here together. Ain't nobody fussing and fighting. Ain't nobody lying and cheating. You got people out here just focusing on enjoying their family. Even the animals out here. Look at that animal. Look at that dog right there. You know he'd have it. I should have brought my dog out here and walked. I'm gonna do that one day, but she's not as social. I'm gonna walk back down here towards the truck. Like I said, it's only been 16 minutes, but if people will start focusing on their problem, look at that. It's actually a walking bike trail on up the road there. Look at all those people having a good time. So, yeah. But as you love yourself, as you focus on yourself and not focus on anyone else, and focus on your own good time, a lot of times that's all you need to do is have a good time. We're so busy focusing on the negative that no matter where we're at, we can't have a good time because we're too busy focusing on our problems and our issues. So a lot of people go through life with their focus in the wrong place. It's a time and a place to focus on that type of stuff. But it's a time and place to just blow that stuff out, forget about that stuff for a minute, and just have a good time. And I picked this subject today because today is a day when a lot of people are out here with their families. And I see people, from what I can tell, the majority of these people have decided to have a good time out here. Yeah. And like I said, ain't nobody trying to fuss and fight and act a fool out here. They got the animals out here. It's nice. There's a breeze blowing, and they are having a good time. It's really nice out here. And so, not only if you focus on having a good time, it enriches your life. So wherever you're at or whatever you're doing, here's the key to enrich your life. You say, I want to live a more fulfilled and rich life. If I just had more money, I would have a more fulfilled or rich life. If I just had, the perfect person, I would have a more fulfilled and enriched life. If I had the perfect career, I would have a more enriched life. You got people that got all those things and their life is still not enriched because they're depressed, because no matter what, they're focusing on the wrong thing. They're focusing on things that bring them pressure and pain. instead of joy and peace. And they're focused on not having a good time. They're focusing on other things other than having a good time, you know. So here's the thing, look for ways, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, look for ways to have a good time wherever you're at. Look for ways to do things that gives you a good time. And like I said, you don't have to, you can have a good time by yourself, and you can have a good time with other people. You can have a good time, and another way to have a good time is find something that you like to do. For me, in particular, I don't necessarily have to have a whole lot of people around me, or I don't have to be around a whole lot of people to have a good time. I consider this a good time. Coming out here in nature and walking around, spending time with God. That's the best time of your life. Going within and spending time with God. And enjoying yourself on the within. Going into the Holy of Holies in your inner temple and just spending time with God. So you don't have to be around a lot of people. And you got some people, they don't like you, they don't even like being around a lot of people. Or you can, or you one of those people that like to be around a lot of people. Make sure the people that you're around are positive, people doing positive things. Like I said, when we was young, we went to parties and get-togethers. And when we got in there and we looked around, only to see wasn't nothing positive going on in there. Everybody acting a fool. There's a lot of sexual-oriented stuff going on in there. There's a lot of drunk people walking around. To the world, to someone who's keyed in and locked into the matrix, someone who with a worldly mindset, to them, that's a good time. To a spiritual person, that's hell. That's the belly of the beast. To a spiritual person, a spiritual person walking into a place like that with all that stuff going on, it's very distressing. So when I say have a good time in the right way, not in the wrong way. Have a good time in a way that is in connection with your spirit, in connection with your soul, in connection with your personality. If you love yourself, you'll have a good time. And you will attract other people that want to have a good time with you. So a lot of times, that's the one reason why people don't have many friends, is because they don't know how to have a good time. And I put myself in that. I'm just now learning how to have a good time. Yesterday, in my daughter's graduation, we went out to eat, and I just relaxed. And I just savored the moment. I didn't try to be something I wasn't. I didn't try to be something I wasn't. I didn't try to be the life of the party. I didn't try to be, I just relaxed and savored the moment. And you know what? I had a good time. Just be yourself. I mean, if you're in the right environment and you just be yourself in that right environment, you're gonna have a good time. And then your life is gonna be enriched. Like I said, it's those people that can't have a good time, no matter where they're at, that live very stressful lives. If you're one of those people that say, I just can't have a good time, and the reason why you just can't have a good time is because you're always focusing on your problems. You're always focusing on the issues going on in your life. Stop focusing on the problems. The problems will be there when you get back. The issues will be there when you get back. It's time to blow that stuff out and focus on having a good time with your life. And that doesn't mean be reckless and wild. Being reckless and wild doesn't always constitute a good time. What it constitutes is being reckless and wild. Well, we had a good time. What did you do? We jumped off a building. we skydived off a building. Well, to you, that might have been a good time. To somebody else, that's reckless. So you think about this. As you think about this, you start looking for ways for you to have a good time. And then when you find your way of having a good time, guess what? You know where the magic comes in at? Is you will attract other people that like to have a good time in the same way you do. Yes, hold on a minute. I gotta get up this steep. Whew. I worked out on my legs the other day, and I feel like I got semen in my muscles right now. They are very sore. Well, I did wide stance, what they call the sumo squats. I did the step up squats, and I did the leg press. I did all those back to back. How you doing? How y'all doing? You too. And so I did all that stuff back to back, and my legs was on fire. So I'm trying out some different workout routines. See, it's good to change up your workout routine every now and then. Don't stick with, I personally believe that some people stick with the same routine for years. But I feel like it's good to switch it up sometime. You know, I'm gonna walk down here by this bridge. This is like a good place to walk. I think I walked down here before. But it's something about a stream of water that is extremely relaxing. I find this very relaxing, and I consider this a good time. So if you're one of those people that feel like an outcast and nobody seems to like you or resonate with you, or you don't seem to resonate with anyone else, look for ways. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that right there. I love streaming water. It's very relaxing. Look at it. Listen to it. Listen. Isn't that very tranquil? Yeah, that's very tranquil. But you look for other ways. You look for ways to have a good time. And like I said, the best time that you could ever have, the best time I ever have, is time I spend with God on the inside. I go within and I meditate, and I start talking to God within me, the great I am that is within me. I don't direct my attention out there somewhere. Some people focus out there. When I talk to God, I focus within. I focus my attention inwardly. That's what they call the Holy of Holies. Yes, the inner court, the outer court is this outer world. The inner court is your mind, and the Holy of Holies is deep within you where God dwells. It is also like the pearl of great price. That's God within you. When they talked about the pearl of great price, where the guy sold everything he had, he sold all his beliefs just to find God, just to get God in his life. Think of the pearl of great price. No matter what's going on out there in this world, just imagine if you had a priceless pearl. I guess this guy's getting ready to turn here right here. Oh, excuse me. And you had a priceless pearl, and you had it in your room, under your bed, in a box. So no matter what goes on out there in that world, you know you got a pearl of great price in your room, under your bed, in a box. So this world gives you stress. And so, how y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. And so you got this. No matter this world gives you stress and it's bothering you, stuff out there is bothering you, and it's making you feel bad. You know all you got to do. You've been out there, life just been stressing you out, kicking your behind, all kind of stuff. People getting on your nerves, and people cheating and lying to you, and all kind of unfair things happening to you. But you don't get worried. You don't get stressed. Because you know in your room, under your bed, is a pearl of great price. It doesn't bother you because you know, and you just say you've been out there in the world and the world's been stressing you out and causing you all kind of problems and stuff, and you've been going through a lot of stuff. And after you get home, you take a deep breath. Then you walk into your room, you kneel over, you reach under your bed, you pull out that box, and you open the box, and there's that pearl of great price. The most valuable thing in existence. Just imagine if you had the most valuable thing in existence under your bed in a box. Would nothing out here in this world really bother you, would it? Because you got the most valuable thing in existence, the pearl of great price. That's what I nicknamed my car, by the way. So you know that you've got the most valuable thing in existence, the pearl of great price. So when you go to your room, no matter what's been going on, you go to your room, you kneel down, you pull out that box and open that box, and there's that beautiful pearl. And you sit there and look at it, and you recognize, and you think about how valuable it is, and how much joy it gives you, and what a great time you have just spending time with that pearl. Got a car coming. I'm walking on a little narrow road right here, but it should have plenty of room to get around me. So you go into your room, a new Chevy Silverado and an old Chevy Silverado, one behind the other. I like the Chevy Silverado personally. Those are some tough trucks. They tough. Same thing with the GMC Sierras. They're some tough trucks and they last a long time. Easy to work on, the parts are cheap. Man, that's just the working man's everyday truck, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I like Nissan trucks and Ford's okay. The Ford trucks, F-150s, are extremely fast. They're almost as fast as cars. At least from what I've seen. I put it this way, I see people driving them fast. You know. So are the Silverado, the new Silverados are pretty fast too. But I got off subject there. So I think I'm gonna loop around and start heading back. If I'll keep going, I'm just gonna walk into that bike trail up the road there. I'm trying to go somewhere I had never been before out here. I've been at this park several times. I think I'm gonna step up here. Oh, I'm gonna go around though. I would step up there, but so the pearl of great price. There's some steps right here. Wow, how convenient. Look at that. That's what I was looking for, some steps. This pearl of great price, you know that this thing, this when I say the pearl of great price, this is your I amness. This is the God within you. And so when you know that you have awakened to God within you, and you know that God is within you, nothing bothers you. Nothing gets you afraid. Nothing gets you upset. Nothing gets you flustered. When you know that God is truly within you. You got some people, they look for God outside of them because they want to feel comforted. They want to feel like they got somebody that's up there that's got their back. But when you know that God is within you, you know that He works through you. And I say He, God is that energy, that frequency, and that vibration that is within you. You can be one, either, or both, or none. It don't matter when it comes to the gender side. So I'm not going to focus on the gender of God. I'm not going to go down that road. But I will focus on the pearl of great price, the energy, frequency, and vibration that is within you. Yes, that's what God is. And so people want to feel like they're comforted. They look for God outside of them, somebody to comfort them and help them and make them feel like, you know. And if they put enough belief in it, that energy will do something. But the real energy, the real truth of where God is within you, and He co-creates with you and through you. God works through you. God, you're not gonna let you sit down somewhere and you twiddle your thumbs while He do all the work. No, God co-creates. He works through us. He works with us. He changes us from the inside out. And and God is the actual, if I was to totally be honest, what God actually is the love frequency. He is the love energy, and He is the love vibration. So if you are in the love energy, and you are in the love frequency, and you are in the love vibration, then God is in you. If you are not in the love frequency, if you are not in the love energy, and you are not in the love vibration, then you are far from God. You can pray all you want to the sky, but you got to know that God is the pearl of great price that is within you. And you can co-create and create from that place. God gives you ideas. God gives you promptings from within, from within, from within. It's just so hard. A lot of people don't want to see that. They don't want to look at it. It's hard. That's the hardest thing about showing people the truth, is when they've been programmed and from their subconscious mind, and their neural pathways have been programmed to think a certain way. It's almost impossible to get them to show them anything else other than what they've been programmed to think. So, but when I was yelling out there, crying out there, I mean, God has been with me all along, and God still helped me. But when I turned inwardly and I went to the Holy of Holies and I found the pearl of great price, that's when my life really changed. When I started focusing my energy, frequency, and vibration within, instead of praying to the sky, I prayed to God within me, and I talked to God within me, and I spent time with God within me. You see, once you reach that point in your life where you know God is within me, that's when you really start having a good time in life, because you got the pearl of great price. And because of this, you know God is not going to let you fail. God is not going to let you, His reputation is on the line. God's reputation is on the line. The reason why God doesn't leave you or forsake you is because He's within you. So, yes. But I'm going to head on back to the truck now. So, how y'all doing? It's a lot of old, I don't know what this is, what this used to be, but it's a lot of old steps around this park. It's just a lot of old steps. It's like it used to be some sort of, maybe it's just a park that's been here a long time. It almost looks like I'm in some type of Mayan ruin or something. See these steps? Look, I'm gonna show you all these steps when I get down to the bottom of them. How y'all doing? Look at that. See how those steps look like Mayan ruins a little bit? But anyway, I'm gonna get on back to the truck. So, if you're one of those people that's having a hard time, having a good time, try finding the pearl of great price within you. Try reconnecting with God within you. Try going within and getting in that love energy. I mean, when Nikola Tesla said energy, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, that should have been the knowledge that changed the world. It didn't change the world because people are so programmed in their thoughts. And the energy, frequency, and vibration is God within you. If you are in the love energy, the love frequency, and the love vibration, how can God not be in you? If you're in the wrong energy, the wrong frequency, and the wrong vibration, you need to change that. And you change that by simply getting in your thoughts, keeping your thoughts, your mind, your attention, and your focus in the right place, and away from fear. A lot of times people think they're close to God, but they're in fear. The two don't mix. How can you be in fear and consider yourself close to God? How? I'm close to God, but you're in fear. You fear everything. Some people fear everything. Overly cautious. Anytime you have a problem, anytime you have a question, even if it's a fearful question, just go within and ask God. Don't ask the mainstream media. Don't ask the news. Don't ask the president. Don't ask the government. Ask God within you. But don't go in there with no preconceived way of thinking. Just simply ask God within you and meditate. But be in the love energy, the love frequency, and the love vibration. You got some people, they put their trust in man. They put their trust in the news. They put their trust in the government. They put their trust in the president. They put their trust in everything else but God. And they wonder why they're walking around afraid. These people made you afraid. They made you afraid. And your fear has blinded you to that. Many of us. But anyway, I'm getting ready to end this video. It's been 42 minutes. But I want y'all to focus on having a good time. Look at that. I was just over there. I think that's where I was at. I'm kind of lost. They're having a good time. They got some reggae music playing over there. Okay. Yeah, that was just over there. Remember I was standing over there, I said, why isn't anybody cooking out over here? I come back and somebody's cooking out over there. They got the grill going. That's what I'm talking about. Good people having a good time at the park. Like I said, sometimes I have a good time just watching other people have a good time. Yeah. And I have a good time just having a good time myself. Yes. I'm gonna get ready to end this video. I'm looking at all the people cooking out today. I said, no, nobody out here cooking out. It's like the universe heard me. And then all of a sudden I start seeing people cooking out. They're cooking out over there. I seen a bunch of other people, they're cooking out over there. Yeah. When I say cook out, people just getting together, doing what people do at the park, getting with their families and cooking some nice grilled food and enjoying and eating together. This big guy's carrying a watermelon. Look at him. You know he's finna have a good time with that watermelon. Yes. Whew. I think I'm around this corner up here. But listen, everybody that's tuned into this video, if you want to enrich your life, you want to stop feeling like life is so hard and tough, find a pearl of great price and focus on having a good time. Focus on having a good time. When you know God within you, when you're in touch with that energy, that frequency and vibration within you, you're gonna have a good time. Nah, 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 we're gonna have a good time. Hey, hey, hey. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Well, we are back at the Pearl of Great, not the Pearl of Great, but the Pretty Penny. I got some work I gotta get done to the truck. He's holding up. I gotta get some minor work done, but that's what you do when you got a vehicle. You just gotta get the work done. Like I told my daughter, you take care of your car, it'll take care of you. You neglect your car, it'll neglect you. So, yes, I'm back at the Pretty Penny. I'm gonna give y'all one more scan of this park down here. Yes, look at this. People out here having a good time. The weather's perfect out here. And so I'm gonna end this video. Remember, focus on having a good time. Find a pearl of great price. Love yourself and love the God within. This is Jerome Strickland. I'm out there next time. Be blessed.